Hey, before you even sit down, take a breath and picture this. You the kind of person who can feel when a picture isn't right, when motion looks a little fake, when blacks aren't really black, when something that should feel cinematic just doesn't. That's exactly who the LG C5 is for. Before you get comfortable, check the current price and stock. TVs at this level don't hang around quietly, and waiting has a way of turning into missed timing. You know the moment it became obvious you needed an upgrade. Scenes that were supposed to feel dramatic looked flat. Dark movies forced you to squint. Sports and fast scenes felt slightly disconnected from the action. You didn't hate your old TV, but you stopped being impressed by it a long time ago. The first nights with this feel almost strange. The room goes quiet. Blacks disappear into the wall. Highlights don't scream for attention, they just exist naturally. You stop adjusting picture settings because nothing feels wrong. There's a deep sense of relief when you realize you're finally watching content the way it was meant to be seen. Movie nights feel intentional again. You notice texture in shadows, depth in faces, and motion that doesn't pull you out of the scene. Gaming feels more responsive and immersive, like the screen is reacting at the same pace you are. Even everyday viewing news, streaming, casual shows feels cleaner, calmer, and more premium than you expect. It's not about chasing specs. It's about how confident everything looks. Once you experience contrast like this, brighter but weaker screens start to feel artificial. Every time you consider something cheaper or louder, your mind comes back here. Don't wait for stock to get weird or prices to bounce around. If this is already on your radar, delay usually turns into frustration later. You might think the TV this refined is only for movie lovers. What surprised me was how balanced it feels for everything. Long viewing sessions don't feel tiring. Sound feels fuller and more connected. The whole setup feels smarter without feeling complicated. There's a quiet pride that comes with owning a display like this. You don't feel the urge to upgrade anymore. You feel finished, confident, settled. True blacks that transform every scene, motion that feels natural and smooth, a screen that disappears into content, sound that fills the room effortlessly, comfort that lasts for hours. ULL want good lighting control once you adjust. Lesser TVs disappoint at some point. You stop comparing endlessly. You choose the screen you already knew you wanted. Don't let this become one of those upgrades you keep postponing and regret later. Check availability, trust your instincts, and make the move while it still feels simple. If you're ready for your living room to finally match your standards, this is it.